into the newspapers we go. So the Business Day is the first one, and on the front page of the Business Day, state dangles carrot in form of BEE points. So that's their lead story. Incentive offered for companies contributing 3% of their net profit after tax is what they're talking about here. Government is preparing to launch a revamped transformation fund as early as next week, rewriting incentives that have shaped corporate behavior for more than 2 decades. And yeah, didn't think they were going to not have the gold on the front page, but this is the angle they're taking. The photograph, a couple looks at gold jewelry outside a jewelry shop at the Grand Bazaar in Istanbul, Turkey yesterday. Gold is among a range of commodities, the prices of which have been surging. So they've got a big article, obviously, on what's happening with commodities. SA losing ground to illicit economy, that's according to SARS. The commissioner has warned that the country is not winning the war against criminal syndicates operating in the illicit economy. A new 15 Rand 50 high beckons for the Rand. That's what they're predicting the Rand will go to after breaching that 16 mark. The changing face of the new vehicle market. And this is all focusing in on Chinese car brands that have taken South Africa's new vehicle market by storm. Listen to this. The growth in Chinese car sales has risen 74%. Look at that. Okay, so sharks want a second bite at limping stormers is what else they've got on the front page. And then, of course, EU probes Musk's grok over explicit content. And Gunu faces interference claims, and Nightlights reveal South Africa's economic downturn. There we go. That's the front page of the Business Day. The next paper we've got now is the Daily Dispatch. And the Daily Dispatch is looking at admissions crisis at Eastern Cape universities. That's what they've got there on the front page. They're talking about thousands of qualifying matrics unable to find places to study. And I think this is a big problem nationwide. The future for many of the more than 44,000 Eastern Cape matriculants who achieve bachelor passes are struggling to even think of going into university, and they go into that one. Alarm raised as Grey Hospital in Fonse risks being closed down. And this is because after it is at risk of closure after an oversight visit revealed critical shortages, maintenance failures, and the absence of a legally required occupational health certificate. Missing firearm charge could derail Sizani's political career, and this one is about the future of senior Eastern Cape ANC leader Lusanda Sizani as both the Chris Hani District Municipality Mayor and the region's ANC Chair, hanging in the balance there. The photograph that they've got on the front page, passenger liner. This is arriving in the port for a brief stopover on Monday. It's called the, I think, Aida Stella, was built in 2013 with a passenger capacity of 2,050 guests. It's always nice to have those as a nice boost to the economy there. All right, let's leave it there. That's the front page of the Daily Dispatch. Let's go to the Witness now. And the Witness, local debate, pupils left stranded in airport after coach flees with money. Huh? What? They're saying here, we all paid our portions of the bill. Time was running out with no sign of him. So we decided to proceed to the international check-in. That's when everything fell apart. We were told our flights were cancelled. By then, there was still no sign of him, and I knew something was wrong. Oh my goodness. So this is a team of young debaters ended in shock and tears. They were scammed out of nearly 178,000 Rand by their coach, who promised to take them to the international debating champs in Turkey. Instead, they ran off with the money. Oh my goodness, that's not nice. And the group were aged between 15 and 17 years old. So that's their story there. Time to reflect. This is at a museum in KZN after a long day of submitting walk-in job applications in Pietermaritzburg. This is a tourism graduate just posing for a photograph there. Inquiry here's how Gopal briefed Mkunu on ANC rival. So that was also yesterday. Major General Anthony Gopal will chat to Sakina shortly about more ahead there today. Ethiopia declares end of Marburg outbreak. That's some good news as well. And cautious optimism as Rand records major gains against the US dollar. And so there you go. That's of course where we'll leave the Witness. Let's have a look at the Cape Argus now. And the Cape Argus, gang violence. Ramaphosa considers SANDF deployment. The president considering this, but some civil organizations have welcomed it. Others have a different view. In the past fortnight, listen to this, 84 people were murdered. And just last week, the Western Cape Health Department and Wellness reported that between January 15 and, December 15 last year and January 14, emergency centers across the province treated more than 130,000 patients. They responded to over 47,000 incidents with 423 gunshot wounds. That's in a month, in just 1 month. That's what we're looking at. My gosh, I mean, and the numbers there are absolutely frightening. Fisher Haven Academy development under scrutiny is another story that they look at there. And then, of course, right there on the sidebar, health protocols. Sorry, I've just managed to get rid of it, but I think I'm going to open it quickly there. There we go. Health protocols activated after illness threat on a cruise liner. So that's another angle to a cruise liner, and this was something that was there at the Cape Town, where a code yellow actually was, the bell was alarmed for that one, with passengers that could be disembarking. It's understood that the situation was first deemed a code red, then was changed to a code yellow. So, okay, so I don't know what the conclusion of that is, but that's one of them. All right, so there we go. That's the Cape Argus. Let's have a look at the Sowetan now, the front page of the Sowetan. Will this testimony sink Mkhunu? Well, that's the big question. Witness directly implicates suspended minister in interference in criminal investigations and coercion to lie. And legal experts say, if proven, Senzo could be charged with defeating the ends of justice. Tuli P rejects Maporiza love back claim. Teacher loses pension fund to lovers scam. And Sundowns seek to extend their league lead. Okay, there we go. That's the front page of the Sowetan. Okay, there's the Citizen now. So the Citizen there is health's unspent 725 million rand. They're saying it is indefensible that this massive amount lands back in Treasury's kitty because the Gauteng Health Department decides not to use it. Treasury warns of the risk of medication stockouts. They're caused by chronic late payment of service providers, salary overspending, and persistent high doctor and nurse vacancies. Then Tins for Africa, that's a charity drive that's happening there from Jacaranda FM. Well done, Martin Bester and the team, collecting some tins there. Over 2 million rand urgently needed in supplies. So that's what they are focusing in on. And then Joburg's speed cameras go AWOL. Really? Have they? I'm going to read that story. Where are they gone? Are they not working? Okay, let's check in and find out what that's all about. Let's look at the rest of the newspapers.